Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the first episode of Fun Friday Finds. This is our new series. It's taking the place of our Freeze Fridays because, as you know, we've talked about this before. Our focus and aim is changing a little bit for 2021 in that none of us are necessarily on a very tight spending freeze, certainly not for the year. We may have little spending freezes here and there, as I am over the next couple of months. I'll talk to you about that again in a minute. But we really still wanted to continue focusing on our stash, looking through our stash and finding some of the fun items that we might have forgotten. The occasional fun, technique, challenge, class, something that we found that we want to play with or use over the next month or week or however. And also through that, maybe shop every once in a while, maybe show you a few little hauls, but how we are trying to be a little bit still very mindful of how we spend and still really focus on our stash. So that's sort of the new mission of our Fun Friday Finds for this year, and we're each going to interpret it in a different way. Christy's first episode is already up today. It's fun. She has a fabulous find. I'm a little bit jealous of hers. Kristen will be up as well, and I don't think Kathy will have one up this week, but she is slowly getting back to scrapping. Hopefully things are settling down and she is getting a little bit of relief from everything that she's been going through over the last little while. But I will still have her channel linked down below because there have been a couple of videos from her recently. Anyway, so for this week and for the first episode, I seem to have a lot, but it's January. Don't we all like to plan and organize and get things done in January? I'm sorry for that little dingle there. So this is the one layout that you will have seen. I actually got 3 layouts done this week. 2 of those 3 will be up on my channel tomorrow. So this is the layout that I got done for Sketch Sunday last week. And I also used one of the kits that I had put together for Baby Got Scraps, which is one of the fun series that we're doing in January. And you will have seen the page kits that I put together for that in a video that I had up on my channel last weekend. So I'll try and remember to link it down below or maybe put it at the end of this video, because that's going to be a fun series. Some people are playing along every day. Others are like I am playing along when we can. So then we are going to keep some of our focuses, and Karen over in our group, we still have the group going on, the Facebook group, the Freeze Gang. One of her focuses for January that she gave us and that she's doing is stencils. So I went into my stash. Well, first of all, I have this gorgeous stencil that my lovely friend Becky, was part of a lovely present that my dear friend Becky sent to me. She sent it via scrapbooknerd.ca, which was just awesome. It came with a beautiful card, just such wonderful service. But this, they're calling it a mask. And I guess because if you look at the back, that's sort of a little bit, how it seems to work. So mask, stencil. So I'm definitely want to use that. And then that gave me the idea to go into my stash and get a couple out, keeping in mind the find aspect. A couple of stencils that I had not used, that I bought, but I did not use. This is a lovely spring flower mandala, a half stencil that I got in one of my Secret Not Secret Kit Club kits from Redefine Creative. And this is a gorgeous stencil that I bought from my friend Sandy's shop, Scrapping Reflections. And I've not even opened it. Isn't that terrible? So I've got to get that used. And I think maybe some cardstock here with maybe a picture in the middle. Anyway, so went looking for those in my stash to use this month. Another find in my stash, which you will see on a layout, you'll see me talk about it a little bit more tomorrow on one of my layouts. I wanted to do some splattering on my page. I was using black cardstock, so I wanted something a little bit more opaque than mists. That got me thinking to what I normally do with white, which is watered down white acrylic that I use for splatters. That got me thinking that I had a whole lovely stash of Tim Holtz Distress paints that I have never used. This one, in fact, Antique Glidden, I had not even opened. So I want to make a little bit of an effort to try and use these a few times throughout the month. Not necessarily in the week, but throughout the month. So another fun stash find. Something else I found, which is thanks to my dear friend Sarah Scraps and Tracy Reed. This is a 2021 Scrap Harder challenge. And this is fun. This is something that Tracy Reed came up with. And you know, I love her digital collections, which I discovered through my dear friend Sarah as well. And she has put out a series of challenges, 24, for us to use throughout 2021. And you're going to see in a minute that I'm going to start with Scrap a Bad Photo because I already have that. So, and then use a cut file even if you don't have a cutting machine is probably, so I'll probably do the two first ones in order actually because I want to get one of my lovely pre-cut cut files out and used in the next week or so. I'm also playing along with Shannon, my lovely friend, she's crafty, who has for 10 Sundays in a row, or 10 weeks really. I mean, she's going to be putting videos up, I think, on Sundays or publishing a sketch every Sunday. But basically, it is a mini class, a 10-week mini class, mini pad, not a mini class, mini paper pad class. Oh my God, there we go, we have it. She has put a number of kits together. She has an awesome kit video up, and it started last weekend on the 3rd, so I didn't get to that sketch. But what I took out to play along with and play along with her as much as I possibly can, I took out 2 6x6 paper pads that were in my stash, and you're going to see a little bit later today when I show you my unboxing from Nicole Jones 911 that I took some of the items to go along with these paper pads. So I took the Amy Tangerine, and this is, I believe, yes, Hustle and Heart. I've used a few pieces, but not very, very many, and I love the colors. I don't have much else in this collection. I don't know that I have any, but I'm not really going to worry about actually putting kits, but I'm really going to make an effort to use this paper pad. And then this lovely, which is a little bit more pastel, but I find these two color schemes complement my How to Kill a Kit with Style, which is a little bit more in the earth, the more autumn feel colors. You will have seen that up on my channel on the 1st to see what I'm working with there. So I got this, and it's a little bit more of a pastel. It's by Pebbles paper pad. So I want to try and use quite a bit of that. So again, these are some fun, this pink, nice. I love this, these Chinese lanterns, lovely little florals. And you're going to see in my Nicole Jones 901 unboxing that this is fun because I had a bit of a whoopsie printing, and it turns out that that whoopsie is going to be a very, very, very fun accident. So I have that out. So I'm going to put a link to Shannon's, to She's Crafty channel down below because there's a Facebook group and everything, just if by any chance you haven't heard, because it's open for everybody. Some people are playing along a lot, others as much as they can, but I want to try and use these 2 paper pads. And then one of my other, I guess, sort of finds, and I mentioned it a little bit yesterday when I did my haul from Scrapbook Your Joy, is I had been buying, I guess, often, or when I did buy, I sort of sometimes felt that I really needed all the things in the collections. And there are some collections that might still be true. You know, for instance, the Vicki Boutin Storyteller. That, for me, was a no-brainer. I needed every bit of that. Auburn Lane, a couple of years ago. Indigo and Ivy. I needed all the things. But really, one of the fun things I think in trying to use more of our stash and buy a little bit more mindfully is to get some of the new goodies, but just some of that collection that we absolutely know that we're going to use, and then we pair it with the rest of our collection. And that is something, if you saw my haul yesterday, that I did for that haul. I will continue doing if I do a few buys here and there. And the idea, I really got that idea. It's not a new idea to me, and I know a lot of people do it. And some people really just buy papers and selected papers. So it's not new. It's a little bit new for me, and it was really reinforced when Sandra from Scrapbook Your Joy asked Christy and a few of our other friends to participate in a fun hop showcasing the photoplay collections and how we could do more with less, because as you know, photoplay is a collection of 12 by 12 papers, one 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and ephemera. And I really enjoyed that, and so I've adopted a little bit that philosophy. So here yesterday I showed the Paige Evans, this is it Take the Scenic Route? Go the Scenic Route, and lovely colors, and it's just a really fun paper pad to play with. So I thought, you know what, I didn't get any of the 12 by 12 on this one because I said I'm going to do the 6 by 8. I might be working in my 6 by 8 album, but I'm going to get the 6 by 8 because I wasn't sure some of the patterns in 12 by 12, mind you, they're all very usable in all honesty. But I took the 6 by 8 in this case, the 6 by 12 sticker sheet, and the lovely enamel shapes. And then my lovely friend Colleen sent me via Redefined Creative a lovely gift. There are other, this is part of it, but as soon as I opened this, I said, oh my God, these gorgeous Bella Boulevard trinkets, puffy stickers. Are these not gorgeous? You know I love puffy stickers, and in my gorgeous present there were 3 sets of these, and they match the Paige Evans collection perfectly. This one, the Ice and Gulf, which look, is that not just perfect? And then the Punch, Peep, and Cotton Candy. What fun names. Are they not absolutely perfect? And then, of course, there were the black and white. That always goes. So I have, look at this lovely little collection that I have here. And now I will go and get pattern papers, cardstock, Nouveau drops, sequins from my stash, alphas from my stash to complete. So bought a little bit, received a beautiful gift for a little bit, and will shop my stash for another little bit. So there you go. And I just want to show you the two. Now you see, I'm going to use this collection for this photo. My mom got out of the hospital this week, but because she was in the hospital, she now in the residence must quarantine in her apartment for 2 weeks. As primary caregiver, I can still go and see her, but I have to wear this Martian and Azimuth suit to go visit my mom, the visor, the whole 9 yards. So I sent this to a few of my friends, and I said, there you go, my Martian suit. I don't know, the title to the page might be I'm Going In, but I'm going to use this either with this collection or for one of the layouts that I do for the mini paper pad class. The first photo that I want to do for the Tracy Reed is this one here, Scrap a Bad Photo. This is a bad photo. So that is definitely, you can't really see anything here, but it's the story that I want to tell with this. So this is going to be fun. And the last thing, but I think, you know what? I think I am actually going to do a separate video for this because this is already getting long and this is sort of going to be a bit of a new series. But if you watched Christy's 2021 goals and the way she is approaching reviewing a lot of the scrapbooking that she's been doing since 2013, namely her family albums, and finding the photos where the stories have not been told, and then putting the rest of the photos up in the cloud. So sort of organizing photos, reviewing some of the albums, getting some of the photos maybe in pocket pages as opposed to layouts. I decided I really wanted to copy that idea, join her maybe a little bit, but in a totally different way or for a different subject, but do that kind of thing for my albums for my backpacking trip. That was pre-digital, so I have all of the photos. So I've already gone through the photos, separated them out, looked at the albums, and I have a bunch of extra photos here. And I do have an old-fashioned CD somewhere, so I might be able to, I'm sorry, dispose of the rest of these photos. But I think I'm going to make that a little bit of a series. I'm going to come back and talk to you about this a little bit more this weekend maybe, or maybe on Monday, because I think this video is a little bit long as it is. So there you go for the first edition of Fun Friday Finds. Please make sure you pop on over to Christy's. Her video is already up and it's fun. Kristen will likely get one up today, and I will still put Kathy's channel whenever she is able and up to joining us, she will. And if there is anything specific that you would like to see us take on, or you would like to see us research and find for you, oh, there's a novel, I just thought of that. That's an idea. Please let me know down below, and I will see you again back here very, very shortly. See you soon, my friends. Stay safe. Bye for now.